Tonight it gives me great pleasure to open another Swiss Touch on the Road event.
In terms of the differences between the Swiss and the American system, there are similarities and differences that are quite substantial. Similarity is both countries have phenomenal universities, but the Swiss system obviously comes from a dual education system that about 70% of Swiss youth at age 14-15 decide what career to pursue, and they pursue an apprenticeship path, which means they do not go down the high school path that eventually leads to college and university, but they spend 4 to 5 years training on a job, learning a profession, learning a trade, in which they spend 3 to 4 days a week on the job and 1 to 2 days a week in school, and then they get a federal diploma.
All the schools are the same. They're free, they're public. When you get out of high school in Switzerland, you are about 2 years into college in the US.
If you're on the path to go to university, everyone can go to university. There's not a big selection at that transition from high school to university, which is a very stark contrast to the American system. I think the Swiss system seems to be much more open in terms of getting into higher education institutions, whereas in the US, as Mark said, you had experienced tutoring students to get them ready to be competitive. That is a feature of the American system.
The beauty of the Swiss system, this dual system, is that nobody is locked into a single path. You may go down an apprenticeship path at 14 because you're not really academically minded, you're not too interested in school, you want to do something that is either hands-on or you just have a vocation or a passion for a job. And you learn that, but then at age 20, you may be in a different place in your life and you may realize, actually, I would like to go study. And the Swiss system allows for people that have pursued an apprenticeship to then go study.
That is really one of the strengths of the American higher education system. It's very open for people coming from all across the world.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of encouragement for that.
I think that for a while, a lot of folks were really trying to encourage all students to go to college and get a 4-year degree. And unfortunately, that really compromised the ability for students to be able to find things that they were passionate and interested in, and being able to get a job where they could earn and learn. And so there's been a change in that philosophy. We've seen a growing expansion of the Greater Houston Partnership's interest in Upskills Houston, also in the relationships that we've been building at the city with the various apprenticeship programs and with the community college systems. And so navigating the system is very complicated, and we have to increase that access to the opportunity.
One of the things we probably have to do better of within the United States, and probably in all economies, is how are we looking about what's the composition of our economy and what skills do we need today as what skills will we need in the future.